I'm bored.
What do you want to do?
I want to go out. What shall we do?
I know a good place.
What? Where?
Framlingham Castle.
Framlingham Castle? You mean the place where there's a medieval festival going on today?
Yeah, medieval festival today.
Okay, let's do this.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So here we are, inside Framlingham Castle. So it's medieval festival type day.
Yeah.
It's only just opened actually, 10:30, and it's about 11:15. All the events kick off at like 8:30. You're going to get like medieval weapon fighting and dressing up and stuff, I presume. There's all these tents over here and there's smoke coming from one. Now what did I say? The one thing I wanted today?
Oh, hog roast.
Hog roast sandwich.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping there's a hog roast sandwich at some point. But yeah, we've got the big castle to look round. Let's go see what there is.
Woo.
So this is what it looks like today, and there's actually an illustration here from 1785, just to give you an idea of what it did look like. But if you see the house there, that was here in 1785. I don't know much about the history of the place. One thing I do know is apparently there's a ghost. Did you know that?
No, okay.
It's not a ghost, it's a group of ghosts. Apparently it's been heard children playing in the lawn area.
Wow.
Yeah, don't know what children were doing in the middle of a castle playing, but they did. Just watching this guy talk about medieval clothes and armoury, and he's just talking about his male skirt. He's wearing a male skirt. He does like his male skirt, doesn't he? He keeps going on about it.
High-sided panties as well as the brays. They're mostly worn, from what we can see, they're mostly worn in bathhouses. But women get these, so they're called the Labour bra. They found 3. One was completely in shredded, 2 were just about legible.
Is it just me, or do all medieval women look like nuns?
Yeah, they look cute.
Cute nuns. Seem cuter, but hey. No, I'm not putting her down. If she sees this video, she ain't going to be happy, is she? She's alright. So one thing I've learnt is it's at least from the 12th century, because there used to be a chapel here. I know that because there's a picture down here, look. That's exactly where it stood in the 12th century, which was there. And that's where the roof was. There's like an archy bit to the top there. I don't know, I don't really know much about the history of the castle. I did research it, don't get me wrong, I spent a lot of time on Wikipedia and things, but there was nothing which really caught my eye. It wasn't interesting enough. That's why we've come on Medieval Day, because it might be a little bit more interesting.
Be good today.
It's got a good reputation as this place, as a good place to come. So, yeah, I think we're going to enjoy it. Right, we're bubbling away, so we need some water for Mazzy.
Yeah.
Is it over there?
Yeah.
Let's go. We were just saying to each other, very disappointed in Framlingham Castle so far, but to be honest, we haven't looked around. You can walk all the way around the top of it, yeah, which we're going to do in a moment. Hey up, something's kicking off, some medieval part of the festival over there.
Yeah.
But it's very small. I thought there were going to be like horses and jousting on horses, but thinking about it, it's too small an area. You couldn't possibly do that in here. But I've read there's a museum, haven't I? Lanham Museum within Framlingham.
We can't see it.
We can't see it. I can only guess it's in the 2nd floor of that building or that building. But apart from walking around the top and this museum, which might not be there, you'd be disgusted paying £9 something if it is literally just come in, look at the walls and walk around the top of the walls. But we're not giving up. You know, it's early days.
Luckily we got the festival anyway, but...
We've got the festival, but I don't think that's going to be anything wonderful.
Probably not, no. I don't know.
I think when when you're getting free, if it's National Trust, English Heritage, you see, if you remember, it's free to get in. So, if it's free to get in, it's worth doing. It's not a problem. But I'd be pretty miffed if I spent, for a couple, like £18, £19. On a normal day when there isn't a festival on, there'd be nothing. But there might be something, just bear with us. But if not, yeah, this could be a very, very dull video. And a short day. But it doesn't matter because Liverpool are playing away to Chelsea today. Big game. I don't know if I told you, but we're off home football. We're not staying for long. So I'm not sure if this place actually had a moat going around it. I'm guessing not, but you've definitely got a lake there at the moment. And I've just been saying, I'd love to go magnet fishing in there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many swords you're going to find in there?
We'll go one day.
Well, we won't go in
Maybe
there.
not
I don't think we'll be allowed in there, but...
No.
This is why you should read the signs, Mazzy.
I did.
Yeah, you've read the title, you haven't read it. The Mere was a mirror for the castle.
Yeah.
And you're looking at that picture.
And I'm looking at that.
Yeah. But what are you saying?
That we're not close enough to the water for that to do that.
But if you'd have read this, in the Middle Ages, the Mere was 5 times as big as it is now.
Oh.
It was 5 times bigger than that at one point.
Oh, I see.
But that photo must have been taken just over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was 5 times bigger, and it says there used to be a dovecote here. You know them buildings, like a little tower which doves lived in, and they used to eat the doves, and it'd feed the people of the castle. There was one in the Mere at one point, and they reckon it's probably about there. They're not 100% sure where it was, but it ain't there now. Why guess? If you don't know where it is, don't tell anybody. I knew there were more to this place than just walls. We've got a museum. Now I'm excited. Are you ready? Are you ready to go to the museum and see exciting stuff and cannonballs and guns and swords and really exciting stuff?
Fun stuff.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Let's go.
Oh, I hope I can dress her up in here. So the first thing I've noticed, and it annoys me this, when they don't sign things properly, that looks fantastic. But it doesn't give you an age. We don't know how old it is. That's all it tells you about it. But over here you've got this, that's nice. That's from 1400. A carved wooden mask. That's nice. Have you seen these chess pieces?
Yeah, I did actually.
Have you read about them? No. Do you want me to tell you about them?
Go on then.
Got these chess pieces which were made by World War I soldiers in the trenches. And the 2 guys who made these, they made them with a penknife in the trenches, and they came from Framlingham.
Oh, they're wonderful.
And they're carved out of boxwood. You know the boxes they used for ammunition and stuff?
Yeah.
Because that's the only wood they had available to them. Yeah. And they carved them. You know, they aren't the best chess pieces in the world, but the history behind them's pretty cool.
It's not a full set either.
And it's not a full set, is it?
They ran out of box.
Looking at that, I think White's going to win every time. There's more pieces. I'm just looking at this picture here of girls in a high school in Framlingham from 1957. But if you look at the girls, right, look at the girls on the back row. They all look over 30 years old.
It's just their hairdo in them days, is it?
They do look old though, don't they? They don't look like children you see in school nowadays.
It's only the hairdo.
Maybe. So we've got a bunch of goodies in here, and there's a couple of really nice little pursey pouchy things. I love that. I actually found something which looks very similar to that once in the woods, and I used it, but I lost a load of coins out of the bottom, so I stopped using it, obviously. But look at this. Victorian lady's purse. It's a knitted sock with a purse bar at the top, and they'd put the pennies in there. That is beautiful. And then you've got one there.
Yeah, I love this one.
What is it? A sovereign purse with a silver band. reputed to have been owned by Admiral Lord Nelson.
God, I've got good taste.
You have got good taste, haven't you? That is fantastic. Admiral Lord Nelson owned that, reputedly. That's wonderful. That's an Instagram picture if I ever saw one. So there's a cart here, obviously for carrying coffins. I think they call this a bier. B-I-E-R, or something like that. And this was made by a guy. Do you know any history on this?
No.
It was made by a guy who was the local landlord and undertaker.
Oh.
And he had a few other jobs as well. It was built in 1890 and it was last used in 1960. I found a crow's foot.
Crow's foot?
Not a real crow's foot.
Okay,
Do you know what a crow's foot is? Because I didn't know. I've never seen one of these. Yeah, but this isn't.
Yeah, what is it?
Take a look at it. It's that round ball there with a spike coming out of the top.
Yeah.
And apparently, the caval, it was thrown on the ground to stop horses from charging you. So the horses would stand on it and cut the foot.
Oh, that's actually awful.
I've never heard of them. So it's like a hand grenade for horses, if you like. Okay, a blast from the past here. This is one of my first computers. Not my first, because I had a ZX48 and then a 48 Plus, I think it was.
I had a ZX Plus something.
Okay. Well, this one's a ZX81. It might have been an 81 Plus I had, but I definitely had an 81, and I broke it. And I'll tell you why, because I had Daley Thompson's Decathlon. Have you ever played that? Yeah, you had to press both fingers as fast as you could on the N and M, and you'd use the space bar to jump. And when you're doing that constantly, every day, every hour you're not in school, for 6 weeks, I can guarantee they break. But apart from that, a good machine. You've got some tiny little boots here, which they found in the chimney of the Castle Inn, which I'm presuming is a pub in Framlingham. Found in a chimney.
That's so cute. Why would they put them there, though?
I have no idea.
Like a good luck thing or something?
I don't know. I've heard of people putting good luck things in chimneys, but why would you put a pair of boots in? Do you know what I think?
The kid fell down.
No. I think there was money in there, and the person who found them took the money out and then handed them in to the museum and didn't tell anyone about the money. That's my theory. Why would you just hide some boots in a chimney? I think you know what that is, don't you, Mazzy?
Well, yeah.
What is it?
It's a toilet.
It's a toilet, also known as, I didn't know some of these names. Obviously a bucket, so the toilet would be out in the garden in a shed, and they called it a bucket. Garden privy, I've heard that before, but I've never heard of thunderboxes and chuck it. Well, that's things they used to call them. Before my time.
Yeah. Bucket it all up and then chuck it.
Yeah. So we're just underneath the museum now, and I think there's an exhibition we're going into, but we're looking outside and it looks like there's people dressed up as knights. But I can give a bit more history now, Mazzy.
Oh, yeah.
Not much. I can literally just say that Framlingham Castle started in 1101, made out of wood. And other things happened over the years, if you want to know what. Give it a read. But when I looked on Wikipedia, I really couldn't find anything ultra exciting. So between them dates, this came into the hands of Mary Tudor. Come on, can you remember Mary Tudor? We've seen a coffin.
Coffin?
In a church.
Oh, in Bury St Edmunds.
In Bury St Edmunds, yeah.
St Mary's Church.
St Mary's Church. Yeah, that's Henry VIII's sister. I didn't know she owned the place. What are you doing?
I like things like this.
What is it?
Spin the king.
Spin the king, yeah.
To discover your fate.
To discover your fate.
Yeah.
Go on then. Give him a spin. What number's that? Number 1.
Confiscation. Oh!
Confiscates your castle. You've got nothing.
Yeah.
All you've got left is me.
I'm happy.
Can I have a go?
Yeah, you have a go.
Number 2. Decides to let you keep your earldom.
What's an earldom?
Like a lord type thing.
Oh.
Decides to let me remain like a king, a lord, or something special.
Oh, I see. So in theory, then I'd be your queen.
Well, no, because you've lost everything. you're just mistress. We're not married. Have you seen what's over here? Have you seen what's over here? You better take a look.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, let's have a quick look down there, look. It might be something important. Come on, away you go. Start getting things on your head. Are you going to try and look like a nun and all pure or something now?
That's pretty old. It's alright, yeah?
Not really, no. It's not you. It's not you.
This one?
Well, that's definitely not you, is it? That's a man's helmet.
That's alright.
I'm thinking the little blue thing.
Oh, okay.
Is more you.
Let me try it on.
No, you look like a hair hostess.
I could be an hair hostess.
Go on, you've got one to go. Put this big black thing on. Yep, that's better. I'm liking that. No way he's going to kill him. They won't allow it. Can you imagine insurance claim if he killed him?
Imagine wearing it.
You know, there's families and children here and there's two grown men fighting over there. It's disgusting.
Shouldn't be encouraged, should it?
Shouldn't be encouraged. Do you know what happened in 1349 in Framlingham?
You're going to tell me?
I will tell you, yeah. Whilst there's a bit of a battle going on over there,
Yeah.
Framlingham as a town is over here. But in 1349, the town had some unwelcome visitors.
Right.
And there they are, look.
Were they?
That's the human flea. That's the human flea carried by rats, and half of the population of Framlingham died.
From fleas?
Well, from the Black Death.
Oh, the Black Death.
Which I'm guessing were carried on the fleas.
Oh.
The fleas would bite you and they'd be
Yeah.
infected with the Black Deathy diseasey thing and you'd die. And half of the population died. The ones you can still see in yonder, in them houses, and the ones down here, it's their ancestors who didn't die. They managed to live. Can I get back onto Mary Tudor?
Yeah.
King Henry VIII's sister.
Yeah.
This is one of the last places she ever stayed. Sorry, she was one of the last people to ever stay here.
Oh, wow.
Yep, and she stayed in an apartment just down here, to the left it says. Somewhere down here. I don't think it means over there. I think it means down here. Although that were a church, so it might have been there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, over here, look, you've got a bridge. Can you see this?
Yeah.
There used to be a bridge went over here to the pleasure garden. It's now a car park. It's not as pleasurable as it was, but yeah, there were a bridge went over there. So you've just stolen 5 pence off me. Why?
Make a wish.
Make a wish? What do you mean make a wish? Oh, we're sat on a well, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've just been sat here. Go on then, make your wish.
Do I get 5 wishes because it's 5p?
No, you get one wish. One really small wish. It's not a pound.
I didn't hear it drop. It's still going.
So what did you wish for?
It's a secret. It's a wish. It'll come true if I tell you.
No, I'll tell you exactly what's just happened.
What?
We've just thrown 5 pence away.
Oh. Oh, you tie it off.
I want to make a wish now. That'll get me 5 pence back. Right, we're done.
Yeah.
We're on our way out. But as we're walking back to the car, just wanted to show you this behind us because this is the make of van which we've seen, which we quite like at the moment, don't we?
We've actually agreed.
Chausson. Not this. This is bigger than the one we're looking at. But
we're looking at the 610.
610, 620, 625, 628, 620.
Yeah, but definitely that brand.
Yeah, we're looking at that brand, but a little bit smaller than that. But it's got a garage. We've decided we need a big garage because we're not going to be able to park it in a lot of the, you know, main parts of towns and cities and stuff. So we're going to have to go on bikes, aren't we? So we're going to be doing a lot of biking, parking a couple of miles out of places, and we're going to be doing a lot of biking. So we need a garage. Not for the bikes, that's for Mazzy's makeup. We'll put the bikes elsewhere. We'll get a bike rack or something. But yeah, we need... we decided we needed a garage. So that was Framlingham Castle. What did you think?
Wonderful day out.
Wonderful day out?
Yeah.
Carry on.
Pricey. If you had to pay, if it wasn't for the festival and you paid $9.50, whatever it is to go in, don't recommend it.
No, that's a ridiculous price for what's in there. It really is. But while the festival's on and it's a sunny day, it was actually it would be worth it, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had a wonderful day.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's not as fantastic as I thought it was going to be. I really thought it would be something special here. But it's nice. You know, we've had a good day. So thanks for joining, we'll see you next time. Don't know when that's going to be. We're cutting down on videos at the moment. We've got a few personal things we need to sort out. But we'll just make videos as and when we can. Leave it at that, yeah?
Yeah.
See you all later.
Bye.
Goodbye.